I'm going to use a potato to show you how to make the transition from the whole piece to a dice. The first thing you have to do if you want to make a dice of a solid object is to block it. So we're going to cut off the ends using the high technique. Note, knife on the potato, a long stroke. If you can't do it in one, do it in two. Turn the potato around. We're going to cut about here. Then we want to square the potato off. So we're going to make 4 cuts, keeping them at right angles to get our block. Cut your 4 sides. Again, this is a high technique. Tip of the knife can obviously not go on the board here. That's your block. There are 2 steps in between the block and the dice. The first thing you have to ask yourself is, what size dice do I want? I'm going to do a 1/4 inch dice. Therefore, the slice that I cut from here has to be a 1/4 inch, and we're going to use the high technique. The low won't work. 1/4 inch slice. From the slice, we're going to cut our strips. Now we can go low. Turn these around. And now using less blade, do a 1/4 inch dice. You want a 1/2 inch dice, then you have to cut a 1/2 inch slice and cut 1/2 inch strips. We're going to dice celery, and that involves first thinking about what size you want and then cutting it lengthwise into strips. So I will cut this half in half. Watch the motion of the knife. It goes down. I'll pull it back and make several cuts. Again, we're trying to keep that easy, fluid motion to do this, not pressing down. And I'll cut again and again. So we've cut that 1 strip into 4 because I want a small dice. And now you turn this around. To do that long cut, we use the whole blade. To do the dice, you have this 10-inch knife. You shorten up. You're going to do it back here with that smooth, fluid motion. Relaxed arm, relaxed grip. Easy to do. Here are the 6 steps to perfectly diced onion. Step number 1, chef's knife, 10-inch preferred. Slice off the stem end of the onion using the high technique. Put the stem end down. That's the root of the onion. You want to cut that in half. High technique. Place your hand here on half of the root. Place the knife against your fingers and do a long downward cut. Your onion is cut in half. Step number 3, peel it. That you can do with your fingers. Step number 4, put the onion on the extreme edge of your board. You want to make a horizontal cut from the stem to the root. And we're going to use what I like to refer to as the bagel cut. And it works this way. Pull the knife back in the groove you've cut, go forward and to the left again, and forward and to the left again, obviously forward and to the right if you're left-handed. That will cut the onion from stem to root. You place your fingers on top. Please don't have any fingers hanging over the side because the knife is going that way. That's a good way to turn a white onion into a red onion. Start with the knife here. First cut. Bring the knife back, straight ahead again. Stop. The root is holding this together. Step number 5. Turn the onion around. The root is now facing away from you. We're going to use the knife to make attached strips, but it's very difficult to do that as we push. So we're going to use a pull stroke. With the knife raised in this position, starting at the heel, we're going to pull it back, keeping it angled, and when the tip of the knife nears the back, we pick up the handle, pull the tip through, like this. Again, if you do this lightly, without pressing down, it's easy to do. The tip is up. It's a long angled pull. You now turn the onion around, move it in a little bit on your board. Step number 6, and you're going to push across the strips that you've done to get your diced onion. Again, using the high technique, knife gets raised, angled, cuts again.